At first glance, it looks like a lunchbox for kids. But if you look closer, you might just notice that it's packed with 2 kilowatts worth of power and can discharge up to 1000 watts per hour. So, is this device worth your money? Are there design flaws or potential dangers to look out for? Subscribe and let's dive in. This is the Cola 2000, not the Pro, and for many reasons it is more powerful than the Cola 1000 Pro, as it features a 2 kilowatt battery and you can tell from the weight. So let's take off this pack. First thing you'd notice is how tall the Cola 2000 is compared to the Cola 1000 Pro. Also, it seems the Cola 2000 is better packaged compared to the Cola 1000 Pro. We have a similar looking manual, a power cable similar to that of the Cola 1000 Pro. We also have a solar connector cable, same type we found on the Cola 1000 Pro. We have styrofoams for impact protection during shipping, some silica gel to prevent moisture, didn't see that on the Cola 1000 Pro, and it's also a lot heavier than the 1000 Pro. So let's unwrap. Feels really heavy. That's probably why we have this double handle setup compared to the single handle found on the Cola 1000 Pro. We have the same deep bumpy power button and LED indicator lights. The Cola 2000 has a tall profile, feels rugged, with dual AC 220 volt power outlets, which can pull out up to 1000 watt-hour from the 2000 watt batteries. The batteries contain 166,600 mAh at 12 volts and 540,540 mAh at 3.7 volts if you were to convert it to a power bank. It is made entirely of plastic and feels very, very rugged. Way more rugged compared to the Cola 1000 Pro. The texture also looks rugged and you can feel the confidence the build quality gives you just by touching the surface. It has a 220 watt input for charging with a wall socket, a circuit breaker which serves as a short circuit protection and an overload protection, and a 12 to 54 volt solar input socket. It also has a vertically placed air vent for cooling. I don't really like the fact that they didn't include a universal socket outlet on the model like they did on the 1000 Pro, but there are still adapters you can use to solve that problem. As usual, I tried plugging in my 2017 MacBook and got a full charge without dropping the battery level, but you should also consider the fact that it was switched off while charging. The Cola 1000 doesn't look so bad in the living room, although I would have preferred it in wooden brown or black with the orange stripe. That would be far more striking and luxurious. I tried measuring the fan sound as usual. It also comes on and off according to temperature demand of the internal components, just like the Pro version. So let's measure. For the output voltage, the unit is written 220 volts, but we're able to get out up to 229 to 231 volts. That's an extra 10 volts with zero load. And it's the same on both outlets. For voltage sag, which shows us the drop in voltage when an appliance is plugged in, there was almost none, and then a drop of just 1 volt for like 1 second. Then the voltage goes back to normal. That is the safest and the most stable I've seen so far. So your appliances are very safe even when plugging and unplugging things. I also love the circuit breaker at the back, as that saves us the stress of a short circuit protection test and an overload protection test, which we would still do by the way, but in a different video. Lastly, if you connect a solar panel to this power station, will it discharge the battery when the sun goes down? And if yes, how much will it discharge? Let's find out with the dead load discharge test. To my surprise, this unit will discharge just 0.02 volts. which is still less than 0.1 volt. Compared to the 2.9 volt discharge we noticed in the Kola 1000 Pro. That means there is either an inbuilt diode or a smart charge controller built into this device, and there is no need to unplug the solar cable when the sun goes down. In essence, the Kola 2000 is far better than the Kola 1000, not just in terms of power, but also in terms of design and power management. And that's not all. I would recommend this mostly because of the circuit breaker that would serve as both a short circuit and overload protection for the device. The Kola 2000 costs just $502, or exactly 680,000 naira as at the time of recording this video. If you want one, I would leave an email or phone number on the description of this video. Remember to subscribe. I'm Justin. Bye bye.